Than the ones that we have. And so having a conversation with some people in the last couple of weeks, we were talking about brain health, and I was very intrigued with that. Brain health, what does that mean? It's not mental health, it's brain. Like, tell me what you need and we can get it all done in a little conversation and we can become friends. I've noticed a lot of things in the last couple months, even years, like when you go to a restaurant, you see people with their children and they're all sitting there reading an iPad or a cell phone or something. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. We're losing our ability to have conversations with each other. And that is not good, because that's when we get lost. We lose each other, we lose ourselves. So we are going to do a topic that's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's needed. Also, I know a company that is not in existence anymore, and somebody bought the company. And the new company, the first company, was really on top of all their clients. They were friends. They went to their events. They did all kinds of wonderful things with this company. And guess what? The new company bought it. They changed the whole format, the way the company is done. All they do is email and text. They lost 95, 96% of the clients. People need
professionals. We make accounting fun for our clients. So if you don't know anything about your numbers and the end of the year is here, remember taxes are almost around the corner. You want to give me a call, I'll get you all set up, and you don't have to have those uncomfortable conversations with your CPA without getting with me. So welcome to all the new members. I'm always fortunate to be here, and I'm so glad I get to MC today. So if you are new, welcome, and I look forward to getting to know you.
Yes. Karen's here.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen Quinn-Panzer, and I've owned a travel business called Dream Vacations Quinn-Panzer Travel with my husband Frank, who's here today, for over 10 years. We started snowbirding in Naples in January 2020, and we fell in love with Naples and decided to move our entire business here. We have 7 associates in Connecticut, New York, Park City, Utah, and Florida. And we specialize in luxury river and ocean cruising and European, custom European vacations. So the reason I'm here today is because since we are in the business of finding the dream vacation of your dreams, we are very happy to report that scientists talk about the positive impact of vacations all the time. It improves your mood, it improves your creativity, it boosts your happiness, and it even improves your performance upon your return. I have an article from the Harvard Business Review I can share with you if you want to share it with people who need convincing. In fact, Lin-Manuel Miranda actually conceived and started his project on Hamilton while he was on vacation. So that's a pretty extreme example of creativity. But a lot of you may not realize that a number of people decide they can't take vacation because they're just too busy and their employer will frown upon their taking a vacation. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. Does anybody know how many days in a year are given up collectively? And these are reported days they're given up.
Vacation days.
Vacation days. Anybody going to throw out a number? 212 million vacation days are given up a year. So the good news is you don't need to take that vacation. And in the process, give me a call and I can help you get your dream vacation. So I'm really thrilled to sponsor this today because of everybody's expertise. So I look forward to it. Thank you.
So hello everyone. You might notice I've got a little bit of an accent. So my name is Corinne Hall. I'm a functional medicine practitioner and originally from London, now living here. When you say functional medicine, it's a doctor who looks at underlying causes of illnesses, taking a look at lifestyle, taking a look at all the other things that may impact health before we actually start medication. Now here in Florida, I help other healthcare practitioners and wellness businesses promote their business. During the pandemic, a lot of my colleagues just lost everything. And I thought that was such a shame, so that's what I do here. I own a marketing agency that helps them stay relevant, and so that's me.
We love you, just like that. Hi everyone, my name is Donnie Landefeld, and I'm the CEO of Metamorphosis Coaching. I am an executive coach and also an organizational psychology consultant, and our team works with leaders and their teams to basically focus upon 3 different buckets, if you will: well-being, performance, productivity, and also our working relationships, because all 3 of those things are very much intertwined in how we achieve our greatest sense of purpose and also our highest levels of well-being. So that's a little bit about the company side, and then when I'm not serving clients, one of the things that I do to keep my brain bullies at bay is I am a classically trained musician, and I play locally with the Gulf Coast Symphony, play double bass and also a little bit of electric bass, and it keeps me grounded. So that's one of my things, and then I also love living the salt life too. So those are all my ways to keep balance and keep me at my best. And I really appreciate the fact that we have sponsors today who help reinforce these things, because it's all part of the puzzle, so to speak. So thanks for having me.
Hi, my name is Leslie Taylor. I am a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. If you can tell by the accent, I'm from upstate New York. I'm from East Tennessee. I've been down here in Florida for a few years now. I actually came down here as a COVID crisis nurse, and I worked on the COVID unit over at Gulf Coast. Did that for 2 years. Mental health is something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that I've been on, an adventure of some sorts for many, many years. And we were talking about us just coming together. I'm constantly looking for like-minded people. What we're dealing with, it is a crisis, and we talk about it, but we've got to do more. So as an independent provider, my mission is to not just raise awareness, but actually do something about it. We've got to change the way we look at things, the way we do things, and we cannot depend on medication and pills to be the answer to our problems. So it's it's a huge thing that we've got to address. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Hi everyone, my name is Maureen Gleason, and I am from Pavis Law Firm. I'm their marketing director, and you're probably wondering why somebody from a law firm and their marketing director is here to talk to you about brain health. Well, actually, in my former career, I used to be a brain health specialist and would educate the community of Hilton Head, South Carolina on how to keep your brain healthy, talking about different lifestyle interventions and different practical things that you can do every day to improve your brain health, to help you in the workplace, to help businesses. So I'm excited to be here, excited to bring a different perspective from a field of working as a director in marketing in law, in a very high stress level type profession, and implementing that within my workplace and helping businesses alike implement these type of practices.
Well, what do you think of that? Am I a good panelist now or what? We are excited and honored to have all of you here. And they're all members. Leslie's joining today, so they're all members of the Above Board Chamber, so you'll be able to get in touch with them. Jennifer, come on up here, let's talk. Jennifer told a little bit about her company, but did not tell me who the heck you are. So Jennifer, wait till you hear this. How long have you owned your company? And Jennifer is below 40.
3 years,
3 years. And Jennifer, how many clients do you have?
over 100.
Pretty good, isn't that pretty good? So what is your favorite thing you like to do with your clients?
Interact with them and go over their financials.
You mean communication?
Communication, talk to them.
Well, we are happy to have you here.
Thank
You
you.
have one child?
One son, yes. That one and done.
One and done.
Keeps me on my toes.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Well, we are excited to have you here. You're our first millennial to come up here and be an MC. So where's my millennials clapping? Yeah, everybody's clapping. So this is your turf. I want to remind everybody, if you have questions, you got something in front of you, raise your hand if you got a question. If you can't get a hold of a little piece of paper, grab one of the papers from the...
It's our recovery rate, it's our resilience, it's how we use our cognitive and emotional resources. So if we build our mental fitness, it fuels our overall well-being. And so the two are inextricably linked, and it's something we've got control over, and that's the good news as long as we're intentional and strategic about doing that.
Very good, thank you. Leslie, I think this question is kind of my favorite right now.
Wonderfully made to be able to handle things like this. We just have to remember that. We have to be able to tune into that. So the things that you can do for yourself are very, very simple. These things are all evidence-based, but they're also holistic. I call my program SWAG, so you've got to get your swag on. SWAG stands for sunshine, water, air, which is meditational breathing, and then gratitude. Those four things, when they're reintroduced back into your life in an effective way, maybe you used to be a grateful person, maybe you used to drink a lot of water, but where you are, the here and now, the things that you can control, if you're willing to do these things to help yourself, then absolutely you can get the help that you need. It doesn't have to be a pill. But just a few minutes of sunshine a day, actually, studies show that 1 hour of sunshine a day decreases depression over time and actually reduces your risk to develop it. When you're drinking enough water, your brain is making enough serotonin to properly function. We hear about serotonin on commercials. Drug companies like to educate the public all the time with all these big words, but truly you just have to have a balance of that. And by drinking water, very simply, you can balance that. Breathing is something we can talk about a little bit later, but breathing, we all breathe the wrong way. And before you leave here today, I want to teach all of you how to breathe the right way. It takes just a few seconds, but it's a game changer. And it really can help you in a moment of stress, moment of fatigue, moment of just exhaustion, and reset you. And then gratitude, just 15 minutes of gratitude a day. It's shown with studies to be sustainable. It sustains happiness, it sustains things. It's what keeps you positive, it can sustain positivity.
Thank you, I heard water, I didn't hear wine.
Our brain is involved in that task by walking our dog, by remembering to turn off the lights when you're leaving your house. Our brain is involved in all of those functionalities. So, we're here today to talk about the fact that there are different things that we can do to optimize our brain health and make our brain as best functioning as possible, and to continue to do these things throughout our life so that if, God forbid, there is a disease present within your genetic makeup, that you have something to ward off in your brain.
Actually, I make a point
Go
about
ahead,
that too.
Leslie.
Just something that, you really think about functionality, really what is that? We're all down here in this beautiful state in Florida trying to live our best lives and thrive. But it's something to keep in mind that as depression and anxiety increase, your functionality will decrease. As we age, that becomes a bigger problem. I specifically right now work with geriatric population, and once you turn 65, that becomes so much more important. So what you can do now is to prepare for that by focusing on those things and keeping your function up as high as possible.
Thank you. Anyone else want to add anything?
Okay, not a problem at all. So one of the things we touched on quite a bit is hydration, or what we consume. What I love about that is the idea that it's in our control. We make choices every day about what it is we eat. So if we can make choices to optimize how our brain performs, then ideally we're moving ourselves towards creating, increasing immunity and moving towards elevated fitness levels. So I'm going to talk a little bit about food coming up. So
go ahead.
should I jump into that?
Go ahead, what are the best foods for the brain?
Okay, so first and foremost, when we're talking about foods and brain, I'd like us to think about a concept that's called the gut-brain barrier. or the connection, or the gut-brain connection. Today we mentioned hydration. We talked about serotonin. Serotonin is associated with happy hormones. You guys may have heard about that. Did you know that 70% of it is made in your gut? Yes, someone said yes. Who said yes? Awesome. Yeah, it's made in your gut, so your digestive system. So if we think about our digestive system, it's the first entry to everything that we consume. So could you imagine if it's compromised, and that is what's serving our entire body? That's what's bringing nutrients to the brain. You think about the brain, it's 75% water. So when we are dehydrated, of course we're going to have impaired brain performance. So when in nutrition, when we talk about the gut-brain connection, we think about the gut as everything that we're consuming, our body's ability to break it down, our body's ability to absorb, but as well to carry it, right, as a conveyor belt. So that then becomes a very fundamental focus for us. Movement impacts it. The sunlight you talk about, because that changes into vitamin K. So what we consume becomes important. And we can dive more into what specifically. I think we've got some of these on the table for you. But basically when we're looking at nutrients, we're looking at complex carbohydrates, for example. So the body fuels on glucose. It's the main fuel for the body. But we also need things like omega fatty acid. That's what the brain is made of. We need different vitamins and antioxidants. But not to confuse it actually, it's about really just getting a balanced meal. But before we even think about a balanced meal, we first think about optimizing our digestive system. Because we could eat this room full of blueberries or salmon, but if we have a compromised digestive system, it doesn't